Hi everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel, Mom's the Word. I'm Eva Danielle and this is my son Gabe. Say hi, Gabe. Today we're going to be talking to you guys about something that once we got diagnosed with it, I realized how prevalent it was with small kids as well as adults.
That hurts my chin.
Yes, it hurts your chin. And Gabe kind of alluded to it, and we're going to be talking about eczema. Does eczema give you the itchies?
It hurts my chin.
Yeah, it hurts his chin. So we're going to be talking to you guys today about eczema, some of the things that we've been using to help keep him comfortable and to help us when he does have those inevitable flare-ups and breakouts. And so we hope that you guys find the video today to be very informative and helpful. And if you or your little one also suffer from eczema or atopic dermatitis, feel free to leave your comments in the box below, and we'll see you in a little bit. Say bye-bye, Gabe.
No, Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Say bye-bye, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Bye-bye.
I don't want to say it.
Bye.
Eat.
Hi guys, and we're back. As I said before, this video is going to be all about our journey with eczema. At about the age of 3 months, I did notice that Gabe was having some silvery spots on his skin. He was having this flaky scalp no matter what I did. And so I took him to his pediatrician, and she said that she believed that he had what they call atopic dermatitis. And from there, they recommended for us to go to a dermatologist. And the dermatologist did confirm that he did have atopic dermatitis or eczema. And from there, we were under the care of a dermatologist. So I just wanted to come back to you guys today to kind of share with you what we've been using along the way, some of the things that have worked with us and helping to keep him comfortable during those inevitable flare-ups, and some of the things we've been using to kind of keep the flare-ups to a minimum. So I wanted to kind of share with you guys what we've been doing, and then also I want to ask you guys, if you or your little one have been diagnosed with eczema, what are some of the things that you've used or you found that have helped to keep you comfortable and also to keep those flare-ups down to a minimum? So first, I'm going to start with the things that are non-prescription, because I would like to note that we are using things that have been prescribed by our dermatologist, and some of the things that we have been able to find over the counter or on the internet that have helped with our journey for eczema. So first thing I want to start with is what I found out early on is that Gabe's skin was very sensitive. So sensitive to soaps, sensitive to certain types of diapers. And so the first thing I wanted to point out is the type of diapers that we've been using basically since he was a newborn. And those diapers are by the Honest Company. Now, we found that instead of going to the store and buying them as we need them, I do prescribe to the bundles, and you can, I believe, get them sent to your house every 4, 6, or 8 weeks. And so for us, we've been getting the bundles basically since he was born. And what I found is that Honest Company diapers have worked best for us in helping to keep those flare-ups at bay, keep them to a minimum because his skin is not irritated. And also, I have noted that he's rarely had any diaper rashes. And so one of my good friends recommended the Honest Company, and they've been working well for us. For some, they can be a bit pricey, but like I said, with us, we've been using them and they work very well. And the thing I like about them is you can now mix and match your sizes. And so at one point, I wasn't sure if he was a 5 or a 6, and so I ordered both, and lo and behold, he is now a 6. And the other thing I like about them is that you can get these cool prints, and I'm not sure if you can see this, but of course, Gabe loves dinosaurs, and so this one is of the T-Rex. And every month they do come out with different prints that coincide with different seasons, and so we absolutely love the Honest Company diapers, and those have worked very well for us. Something else I'd like to note, we've been using soaps and lotions from a company called Mustela, and I believe they're based in Europe. And so I was kind of doing some research way back when, because we had tried some of the soaps that we found in our local drugstore and at Walmart and at Target, and someone recommended Mustela. And so specifically, they have a line that's specifically made for kids and babies with sensitive or eczematic skin, and it's their Stelatopia line. And I'll make sure I put the links in the description box. But Mustela has been great for us. They have shampoos, they have sunscreens, they even have, I guess, baby cologne that's specially formulated for kids with sensitive skin. And so we've been using Mustela basically since he was a newborn, and it's worked extremely well for us. And again, like I said, I'll put the link to the company in the description box below. The other thing that I'd like to note one of the other things I like to note that was recommended by a dermatologist, and I was completely blown away and surprised, was that we start to utilize bleach baths. And from what the dermatologist explained is that with eczematic skin, a lot of times the bacteria is allowed to grow and thrive on it, which creates the itching and creates the rashes that we often see. And so with the bleach baths, it kind of helps to keep down the bacteria. And so that way, if you do have a flare up, it'll help to dry it up sooner. But most importantly, it'll help to keep that bacteria off the skin, so that way you won't end up with secondary infections. And so a little bit does go a long way. In the tub, in a full tub, we'll put about 1.5 capfuls, not poured in there, not cups, but 1.5 capfuls in a full bath of water. And I'll just kind of let him play and soak in it. And so this is not an everyday thing when he's not in the middle of a flare up. When he is having a flare up, we will do this every day for a week. When he's not in a flare-up, we'll do it about twice a week in order to kind of keep the flare-ups at bay. So you don't necessarily have to use the Clorox brand. You don't have to use the Clorox brand. However, if you just use your regular bleach, not the bleach that has lemon scent or lavender scent, but just good old bleach in a bleach bath, that has helped us tremendously. Now, something else that I found on the internet the other day, and we haven't used it yet, but I've heard great things about it, is that we went to AD Rescue Wear. And again, I will put the link in the description box. And AD Rescue Wear is intended for wet and dry wrap therapy. So again, like I said, we have been using over-the-counter things, but we also have prescription medication that was prescribed by our dermatologist. And what AD Rescue Wear, what they have indicated is that when you wear these items, it kind of helps to soothe the skin, but also when you're using them in conjunction with medications and ointments and lotions, it kind of helps it to absorb into the skin faster. So what we did, they have full body suits as well as just sleeves. And so for us, Gabe's hot spots tend to be on the elbows and the crooks of his elbows and on the backs of his knees and his knees. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to try just the sleeves out at first before we kind of took the plunge and got the entire bodysuit, because it is a little bit pricey. But I wanted to get the sleeves first, and I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. And I'll make sure that I open the package up soon. And then I'll also put I guess, a snippet in here about how we actually go about putting it on him. But I just wanted to show you guys, AD Rescue Wear actually has these wrap Soothe sleeves as well as other eczema wear. And so we're gonna try this as part of our arsenal to kind of help drive in the medications that help to keep him comfortable during a flare-up. So I also want to move along to some of the things that we've been given by our dermatologist. One of the things we've been given is something called Epicerum. And so what it claims to do is to actually help put the proteins back into the skin. And so this has been actually really helpful. So with the Epicerum, we actually utilize this once a day and not twice a day, because as you can see, the tube is not very large. And so what happens is after he's done with his bath, while his skin is still damp, I rub this all over his skin just like you would a regular lotion. And we use this once a day. And I actually have noticed that his dry spots have gotten a lot better and that he doesn't have as much itching. So the next thing I like to show you guys that we were prescribed by our dermatologist was a cream called Elidel, and this is the 1% cream. And so with this, we do not put it all over his body, but we do put it on his hot spots. And on his hot spots, for him, they are his elbows, the crooks of his elbows. There are some spots on his legs and on his knees and behind the knees. And so this we use twice a day, but I'll tell you the nighttime routine. So basically after we're done taking our bath and the skin is still kind of damp, we put the Epicerum on all over the body like a lotion, and then I will take the Elidel and I'll put it on the hot spots. So I will tell you guys that in the beginning when we first started using this, I was a little bit concerned because it seemed like when I put this on his hot spots, it made them kind of crusty and dry. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is supposed to be helping. It's not supposed to be doing this. But I stuck with it because what I've read on the company's website, and this is made by Novartis. What they said was that it takes about 3 to 4 weeks in order to start seeing good results. And so I kind of stuck with it, and I said, okay, I'm going to give it the allotted time, and if it doesn't work, we're going to go back to the dermatologist. But what I can say is that his hot spots basically look really good. His instances of itching and scratching have gone down tremendously. So if your dermatologist does prescribe this for you, I would just recommend don't get freaked out in the beginning if it seems like your hot spots have gotten a little bit drier, because like I said, the company does say it takes about 3 to 4 weeks in order to start seeing a difference. And now that we've been using it almost 6 weeks, I have seen a major difference. The other thing I like to know is with this, basically what it does is it causes the skin's reaction to be reduced. And so basically with atopic dermatitis and with eczema, your skin is kind of reacting to an irritant. And so what the Elidel does is suppress the immunity part of your skin. And so what you want to make sure is that you limit your sun exposure, because you don't want to wind up with extreme sunburn and basically make it worse than what it started out with. So one of the things to note is that when you're taking Elidel, you want to make sure that you don't put it on the face, don't put it on the genitals, and you also want to make sure that you limit your direct exposure to the sun. So you should be wearing sunscreen anyway. Your little one should be wearing sunscreen anyway, but what you don't want to do is put this on and go to the beach and sit out in the sun, because I would imagine it probably wouldn't be very good. So again, these are the 2 prescriptions that we've been using from our dermatologist, and so far so good. And so what I'm actually going to come back later on is to show you with our bedtime routine how we're going to utilize these in addition to the Resuce sleeves that I did purchase on the internet, and I want to say these were like $30-something. So I just wanted to show you guys some of the things we have been utilizing along the way, and we're going to come back in a few moments and show you the bedtime routine using our prescription medication as well as the Resuce sleeves. So see you in a few seconds. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So what we're doing right here is we're running a full bath of water. I'm going to add warm water, not too hot, not too cold, and I'm only going to add 1 to 2 capfuls of the bleach to begin the bleach bath. So right here I'm unpackaging the Resuce sleeves from AD Rescue Wear, and I'll make sure to post the link in the description box. And I got the size small, and I'll use these on his arms and his legs. Here I'm using the Mustela Soothing Gel Wash.
Let's see the
What are you?
booty service.
What are you?
A booty service.
What?
The man is hiding.
So as I said before, we're going to moisturize with the Epicerum followed by the Elidel on the hot spots, and he's being silly, but we're making sure we do this while his skin is still damp. And last but not least, we are going to put our Resuce sleeves on over the medications and then put our regular cotton pajamas on. I'll update you guys and let you know how they work. And as always, please be sure to like and subscribe and let us know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.